Hello. Still working on getting that music to fade. It just cuts. But a few new exciting things. One, you'll notice the camera is now up here instead of over there. That's nice. The second is that a microphone exists. It's now here instead of not being anywhere, which is really nice. So I'm still going to be tinkering settings-wise to make sure that this comes through nicely. It's not too loud, not too soft, or at least at a good enough level that you can then edit on your end. You can adjust to make it what you want to hear. But that's pretty exciting. So I'm looking forward to having better equipment with which to share things with you. But for now, let's take a look at this biz. I left off, I think last time I started with the dudes saying stuff right after I Austerity and Single Life. So I have to keep, this is what I'm going to review, is starting from Demetrius until Wishes and Tears, Poor Fancy's Followers. I started to look over there. There's no camera there. So that was a lot. Like, I covered a lot, which I might try to be doing smaller chunks from now on because I don't want to burn out. I'm glad to hear it's working. That is exactly what I need to hear. Thank you. So you're gonna have to just trust me. Previously, I could look at the camera and not be looking at the screen. I'm gonna put a window. I'm pulling a window over this so that I can't see it, but you still can. The best way to do this would just be for everyone to go to shakespeare.mit.edu/midsummer/full.html and then just look at it themselves, and then I don't have to have it up. But I don't expect you to do that. So, Theseus says, for I Austerity and Single Life. And Demetrius jumps in with, relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazed title to my certain right. Lysander says, you have her father's love, Demetrius, let me have Hermia's, do you marry him? And he says, scornful Lysander, true, he hath my love, and what is mine my love shall render him, and she is mine, and all my right of her I do estate unto Demetrius. He says, I am, my lord, as well derived as he is well possessed, my love is more than his, my fortunes every way as fairly ranked, if not with vantage, as Demetrius. And, which is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch to his head, made love to Nidar's daughter, Helena. She's sweet lady? Let me check that. Move this out of the way. Made love to Nidar's daughter, Helena, and won her soul. Pardon me. Made love to Nidar's daughter Helena and won her soul, and she, sweet lady, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man. And then Theseus says, I must confess that I have heard get that up to the top. I must confess that I have heard so much, and with Demetrius thought to have spoke thereof, but being over full of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius, come, and come, Aegeus, you shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will. That's one with all the F's. Or else the law of Athens yields you up, which by no means we may extenuate, to death or to a vow of single life. Come, my Hippolyta, what cheer, my love? Demetrius and Aegeus go along. I must employ you in some business against our nuptial, and confer with you of something nearly that concerns yourselves. Let me check that, because I want to be sure before I move past it. I must employ you in some business against our nuptial, and confer with you of something nearly that concerns yourselves. And then Aegeus says, with duty and desire we follow you. And then they leave the two kids who shouldn't be left alone together. And Lysander says, how now, my love, why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast? Be like for want of rain, which I could well beteem them from the tempest of my eyes. And he says, I me, for aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth. But either it was different in blood, O cross, too high to be enthralled to low, or else misgrafted in respect of years, O spite, too old to be engaged to young, or else it stood upon the choice of friends, O hell, to choose love by another's eyes. Where am I on the... Oh, I went ahead, sorry. O hell, to choose love by another's eyes, or if there were a sympathy in choice, war, death, or sickness did lay siege to it, making it as momentary as a sound, as swift as a shadow. Swift as a shadow, swift as a shadow, short as any dream, brief as the lightning in the collied night that in a spleen unfolds both heaven and earth. And ere a man hath power to say, behold, the jaws of darkness do devour it up, so quick bright things come to confusion. And then Hermia says, if then true lovers had been ever crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. stands as an edict of destiny. Then let us teach our trial patience. We're in a courtroom. Let us teach our trial patience, because it is a customary cross, a custom cross. Because it is a customary cross, as due to love. Yeah, as due to love as thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, poor fancy's followers. Move the window. Let us teach our trial patience, because it is a customary cross, as due to love as thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, poor fancy's followers. That's what we did last time. This time, we're starting at a good persuasion and going from there. And I'm not going to do more than scene 1, I don't think, because... Pardon me. Because that's just going to be too much text. So I think I'm going to stick to keeping it within scene 1. But that is enough chatter. It is time to play Hearthstone. And I'm going to start Battlegrounds, and then I have to move the overlay. I think I'm going to move the overlay to the left so that you can see me. A book just fell on my bookshelf of its own accord. That's cool. That's fine. Okay. Pardon me, let's get those Hearthstone sounds in. Do I pick Reno again based on how the last time went? I feel like I'm setting myself up for disappointment if I do that. When's the last time I played Bigglesworth? I have to. I don't have to, but I'd like to. Let's see how that looks.
Hey, my favorite commander is back. Ready to get started?
It's okay if I cover it a little bit, right? Oh gosh, I don't know. Am I leveling? Or am I staying low to try to stay live for as long as possible? This is questionable. Let's see what it looks like if I move the deck tracker to the other side.
Have a good battle, friend.
Actually, I'm just not going to bother. I'm not going to bother. Bummer. Yeah, I got 2 demons I could find here.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
Interesting. Yes, it's a Jesse. I think I'm just gonna level. So I can cycle this and play this and not waste gold this turn. And that adds 2 more demons that are pretty decent. We've got a Diablo up in here. I should try to get stronger over the next 2 turns. Because he's going to have a 5/5, right? Bummer. He beat Chinval. Chinval had a Murloc. Only 1. Yeah, I guess I could have inverted. Oh! I think I still do this. And the next turn is Diablo? That sounds correct. Okay. So do you think I stay pretty low level here and just try to get relatively strong? That way I can try to get someone knocked out and spike, and then I can use that. That could make sense. Or maybe... should I just level on pace with people? Let's see how people are looking and how this Diablo fight goes.
Still make a comeback.
And then that could determine, oh Jesus. Really? How did you get your hands on that? Oh. Nice. Nice! We take those. A little cheesy, but we take those.
The battle's
Oh.
really raging out there.
This feels good against
It's
Diablo.
not the strongest, but it'll fight hard.
Okay. This is a pretty strong board for turn 4, I feel like. With the exception of What's-His-Face already having a golden unit. It's wild. I'm assuming we won't see any other triples. No. Good for them. So what am I trying to do here? Am I staying demons? I think I should say, yeah, everyone seems to be going Murlocs. So maybe I should go mechs if they stay. I mean, it's too early to say probably. But if people go Murlocs and get some poisons going, I don't think big demons are going to be good enough. I'm going to need divine shields. So maybe I should try to pivot into mechs. And I really need to get to 3 or 4 for that to be reasonable, for the module and stuff. So it's a 5-5. Is it ever a 3-3? That's so strange to me. That's a good interaction. Hey, I at least got some loot. That's the secret? Yeah. Okay, could have been worse. Alright.
Any defeat
That's a demon.
doesn't destroy you.
What if I just buy that and level? Alternatively, what do I do instead? Buy these two? That's not very good, I don't think. This feels like a good use of my money. Let's wait and see if Galakron levels. I have a feeling they won't, right? Because they were at 1 for a while. So they probably just recently got to 2. I wasn't paying attention. I think I'm just going to do it. Yeah, because I want to start finding better stuff. Like a Threnody would be nice. That would be good. Soul Juggler could be fun. I'm not super built for it, but it's good. And then I'm thinking, yeah, to pick up like a Deflecto and to start heading that direction. Could be nice. But really, if I'm going mechs, I feel like it really happens on 4. Annoy module, tank, egg. Is pretty good.
Have a good battle, friend.
That was a great target for that. Thank you. Do it again, I dare you. Okay. Oh, actually, it was a great target. That's pretty funny. Nice. That would have been a little nicer. Oh. Oh, wait. Oh, hey. I forgot about the secret. Oh, and it does 2 damage. That's hilarious. Thank you, Diablo. That was very generous of you to save me some life. And you let me level. It's lovely. That's just lovely. Hello. We were talking about you. Fighting Diablo regular mode. Do I want to pick this up now? Is that too early? Yeah, I don't think I like how it interacts with the Impulsive Tricksters right now. I'd rather roll and find something good. Do I pick this up as a pair? No, I have 2 other pairs. Let's roll for those. Hello, found it.
Here's your reward.
So I want to discover a 4, right? What's on 5? Mech roll, maybe? If I'm still holding that idea? No, I think I just want this. I can't tell if it was more stats to play this first. I don't think it makes a difference. Okay. 2 people going elementals. Should I hold this? I don't think I can afford to. Interesting. Okay.
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you.
Not the most exciting discover I've ever had. Admittedly. That's pretty good. It's whatever. Nice. Yeah, big Wrath Weaver is gonna do it. Nice. What could you spawn? Not enough. Ooh, 4-star. That feels pretty good. And we've still got a few turns before we face him again. Oh, let's see where this guy went. You again. Just mixed minions. He's probably got a taunt. Jesus, he's leveled to 4. This might be a mistake.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
Do I want any of those? I don't think I do. I don't want any of those either. Can you die, if you wouldn't mind? I'm trying to make my hero power do something. I'm kind of playing without one right now. So I have $1, $2, $3 if I wanted to buy something, but frankly I don't. So do I just not get any stronger this turn? Maybe that's it. I guess I just don't get any stronger this turn. I should have got a Biscotti. It's not too late. I can still go and get one. I might do that. In about, I'll give you the exact amount. At the end of this round, I'm going to pause and take a quick break because I'm making bagels right now. And they're rising. The dough is rising, and I need to break it up into 6 pieces and shape them and so on. So I'm going to take a break to make bagels. Bagel break. And then I'll be back. I'll continue from there. Oh my gosh, I've just been delivered a Biscotti. Nice.
Don't tell the others. I'm
gonna wait to eat that because it's already gonna be. I don't want to subject anyone to that, but I will be eating this while I'm working on the bagels. This guy's pretty strong. Oh, interesting. Does that? Nope. That just. Oh, it doesn't harm me. Per se. Got away with it. Okay. Wrathweaver's still pretty big. And that wasn't hero powered. Neither was that. That's good. I should be fine here. Barely. My goodness. Okay. Nice.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Alright. It's Big Diablo turn. Let's roll. Hello. Do I want another 4? Honestly, I think I do.
That one might make all the difference.
I only have one thing that spawns things when it dies. But I don't have... Oh, I have 1 Divine Shield. Should I start trying to scale the... I could go... I could get this... with the grease spot in the the deflecto and start headed that direction. I don't know what the builds are these days, like what people are playing right now. I think I'm gonna take tank. I'm gonna cycle you. This is a mistake. Oh no. Choked. Let's see what happens. I don't think I have a chance here. Don't do it. He did it. Hit the... Nope. Nope. Listen, I'm not saying I set myself up for success. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, whatever, man. This is Bigglesworth for you. I might be able to just be carried on the backs of my big units. Oh my goodness. It's not looking that bad. So his demon just has to do less than 19 damage. And it did. I can't believe I got away with that. Sick. Plus to attack for the next combat. These people are taking damage. Be nice if they just died. With all due respect. Let's grab another one.
I like where you're going with
And well, that's what I get, right? For selling off the droplet in a frenzy last round. Pivoting away from demons. Divine shields aren't bad, but it's not really... I didn't go the Greasebot route. Moonbot doesn't spawn anything. Might be time to get rid of you. I have to get rid of 2 things if I'm doing that. So then what am I ending on? Like, I'll probably want a Microbot on there. And then do I want a Microbot on this or no? It's possible I don't. Like, I don't bother. I just play it out. Am I worried about this fight? I'm gonna say no, I'm not. And we'll see if that turns out to be a bad idea.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
He's not weak. Just don't... I mean, that's not great, but at least he didn't hit my Mechano tank. That would have made me very sad. Zap. How does it pick? I'm assuming it's just random. Summon the demon. 2 demons. Oh. Stage 2 version. Oh, that's not a small demon. I win barely. That's enough. That's enough HP. Okay, my hero... I've literally just been playing without a hero power this whole time. It would be really nice to get a hero power. It's gonna start working though. People are getting low, and they might just get like wiped out by a Diablo turn or something. Do I level? What's on 4 for me? Yeah, I level. Because I was talking about wanting mechs and stuff on 4. People are kind of going a different route though than what I originally forecast, but oh well. Okay, I don't think I want any of those. Took me a second to wrap my head around it. You're not bad, but you're not great? Do I cycle it? No, probably not. I don't think I want any of those either. Can I see something I might want? Guess you're as good as it's gonna get right now. And I can end on another Micro Mummy. Do I want a Micro Mummy or the Green Thumb? I think I'll take the pair. And you've lost pretty handily, no offense. I'm not going to use my ability thing. I don't know. Oh, that should have been... Oh, no, that's actually fine, because it's got the Microbots on it, so I want it to die later. Okay, no juggler or anything, which is nice. What is with this hitting the Deflecto? Why does everyone do that? And just gimping all of my spawns. This is brutal. Okay, great. Oh yeah, no, that's the targeting we want. It survives as a result. That's just hilarious. Yep, yep. No, that is how that was going to happen 100% of the time. Oh, beautiful. We get there. Alright, cool. I'll take it. He's not dead. Why can't they die? Why can't they die?
Work out there. Keep up the pressure.
I haven't fought this guy in a while. I have no idea if he's any good. I barely beat Galacron. He handily beat Galacron. So we'll see if that means anything. I don't want any of these. Not demons anymore. God, jeez. Wait a second. Sure, let's do it. You're pretty good, but I don't want you anymore. That was a mistake, probably. I think I finally saw the Trickster. I have just max, so none of these? I didn't even see the tank. I definitely want to freeze for that. This might be a horrible mistake. Let's rip it. These Murlocs I'm not really worried about. Divine Shields to put like a bumper first. Okay, he's building poison, so my mech idea isn't too far off. Dude, it's always... someone always hits the naked Deflectobot. Every time. Wow, Sneed hero power on 6-star units are pretty strong. I forgot that that would be the case. Please no snipe. The one thing... Dang, dude. I'm gonna take some damage here. It's not 5 win streak. I don't really know how. Someone's bound to die. Someone is bound to die. Even though I take like... Oh, there's damage cap though. Good thing no one has died yet. Give me something. Oh, interesting. I want the golden one. But I also like the Deflectos. I think I have to take the golden thing to discover another thing, right? That has to be right. Take an egg. Will I take an egg? I don't know if an egg's good enough. Do I want this? I have the light thing. Where do I find room? I get rid of this.
You're down a minion and up a
It's kind of interesting. I don't hate it.
That's what I would have picked.
That's what Bob would have picked. You hear that? That's nice. Okay. Show me what you got. I'm interested in what you've got. It's not interesting, but I think this is more interesting. What the hell am I doing? Interesting. I'm certain I'm not doing this correctly. Okay. Nice. Rare Magma Horns. Divine Shield for the next combat. Okay. Now I don't mind that getting hit. I just want that on the record. I'm not always salty about it. I'm just salty when it's like the second thing to die. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Someone else die? Dude, someone has to have died, dude. Ah.
You're good at this.
Whoa. Do I take the double even though it's not the biggest thing? No, I'll take the result. I don't think I want any of these. I'm gonna level with you. Don't know what I'm looking for. It's not bad. Probably looking for that. Can I fit that in? Probably not. Do I cycle this? Do I want a second tank or do I just want a big thing? I think I just want a big thing. I'm not going to worry about the Divine Shield for next combat. Okay, there's a lot going on. Diablo really adds some layers. He is very big. I think I'm dead here, right? Ouch. Okay. Leaving that at 2 health is really not my favorite thing. Killing that's pretty good. I think we get there. Especially if... Oh yeah. Hit the... Yeah. Alright. Or anything of his that I wanted. I mean, he's 2 golden units and a Divine Shield thing with the Amalgam, so that's appealing.
You're good at this.
I guess of these I just take the golden. Cycle it. Your elementals. How do I pick up a poison? I have to level up, right? So I guess I discover a 5 in hopes that it's a poison unit. I think I'm gonna put the module on the mech roll. That's what I was hoping for. So while that's out, let's do some of this biz. Notable lack of poison. I don't think I want any of these. I don't think it matters.
Defensive systems online. I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
You are better than this, in all honesty.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
Let's see. Oh, well, I guess I shouldn't have put the poison first. I expected him to have larger Divine Shields. Wow, he really just hit that mech roll 3 times. That's okay. I can't tell how this goes, to be honest. Thought it would survive. I should have known better. Damn. Did I even have a chance? No, I didn't really have a chance. That was large. Maybe one of them died? We take a third place. We take a third place. Alright. That could have been worse. Thank you. Quest progress. We love to see it. I'm going to, like I said, run off and make some bagels real quick. And then when I get back, we will be memorizing. We'll continue. Oh, that's trippy. I gotta reverse my webcam. That's not the same. Anyways, we'll be memorizing more Midsummer. Picking up at right after... like right after Poor Fancy's Followers. So we'll be starting at A Good Persuasion. So, I'm going to run and do that. Thanks for tuning in. I'm not gone yet, but I will be back in like 20 minutes? It might be more than that. You'll see. I'll be back. Until then. I'm back for just a second to show you a bagel in progress. This is rested and proofed, but it's not boiled or baked yet, which is why it's, it's just a raw bagel. But I don't know how well it's gonna adjust and see. But there's some little bubbles of air under there, which is mint, because that's how you get like the crackly kind of finished top thing. I just wanted to give you a bagel update. So they're gonna boil, and then they're gonna go in the oven, and I'm gonna come back. That's all. And we're back. The bagels are in the oven now, and they're gonna come out in like 20 minutes. But my girlfriend's gonna take care of that, so I don't have to. Which I'm very grateful for. Thank you. So once they're out and they're cool, I'll bring one in. But for now, we have to memorize. So let's just do these two. Lysander and Hermia have these two little monologues back and forth. I think that's a good thing to start with. So, there we go. She says, stands as an edict of destiny, customary cross, wishes and tears, Poor Fancy's followers. After Poor Fancy's followers, he says, a good persuasion. Therefore hear me, Hermia, I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. I have a rich aunt who lives by herself. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, then, steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, a league without the town, where I did meet thee once with Helena, to do observance to a morn of May. That's the only thing I think that's going to trip me up, is to do observance to a morn of May. There will I stay for thee. A good persuasion, blah, blah, blah. Cool. That stuff all is something I know. These lines usually aren't cut, so I'm pretty familiar with them. And a cool little grammatical thing that I think I just figured out, or like that just sort of clicked for me saying it out loud, is him saying, if thou lovest me then. I think this then is referring like temporally to tomorrow night. They're both at the ends of lines there. If thou lovest me then, if you love me later, aka tomorrow night, then do this thing tomorrow night. As opposed to like, if thou lovest me, if you love me, then do this. Could be one interpretation of it, and I'm wondering if another is, if thou lovest me at that point in the future, steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night. If you love me tomorrow, do this. If you still love me. I don't know if that makes any sense. I could be completely wrong too, grammatically, but kind of crossed my mind, which is interesting. A good persuasion, therefore, hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she respects me as her only son. A dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. So, hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, something about her. She hath no child, something about a kid. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, something about her. She respects me as her only son, something about a kid. So I'm going to use those to alternate. A good persuasion, therefore, hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. So I think that's how I'll remember that. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee. Into that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me then, steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood where I did meet thee once. In the wood, a league without the town. Okay. So, and in the wood, a league without the town. I'm getting a spam call. That's cool. Don't you know I'm clearly very busy memorizing Shakespeare. Typical. And in the wood, where I did league without the town, where I did meet thee once with Helena. So, I need tomorrow night, and in the wood, and I need something for league without the town. So maybe a bunch of kids have gathered in the woods for a League of Legends like tournament or LAN party because it's outlawed as like witchcraft in the town. And in the wood, a league without the town, as in like beyond the town, where I did meet thee once with Helena to do observance to a morn of May. There will I stay for thee. I'm getting ahead of myself because Theseus has a line at the end where Aegeus is like, what the hell are all these kids doing passed out in the forest? Fair question. And Theseus covers them by saying, no doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May, I think is the line. But it's not that. It's morn of May. A morn of May. And in the wood, a league without the town, where I did meet thee once with Helena to do observance to a morn of May, there will I stay for thee. And she says, my good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by the simplicity of Venus's doves, which knit the soul. So this is new to me. This text. These 4 lines are new to me. So let's give them a look. I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head. Cool. By the simplicity of Venus's doves. So let's create a... This is going to be similar to bracelets of thy hair, rings, gauds, conceits, snacks, trifles, nosegays, sweetmeats, messengers of strong prevailment and unhardened youth. From Aegeus' monologue earlier, let's create kind of like a chain of all of these things connecting to each other. So, Cupid's strongest bow. I'm going to start with the stuff that I know, because it leads into the stuff that I don't, rather than just jumping in with, oh, I just need an image for doves. Let me throw that in. Then it's not tethered to anything. And it's kind of a blind leading the blind. Unknown thing leading an unknown thing. So, by his best arrow with the golden head. So, Cupid's strongest bow, I'm going to picture like, I was at a flea market a few days ago and saw this camo wrapped, like recurve bow, these big ass pulleys on it and stuff. It was hilarious to me. So I'm going to picture that. And Cupid holding it, because I like the image of a little cherub that is like a fraction of the size of the bow, holding this massive, like ridiculous wild hog hunting bow. By Cupid's, that's the strongest one. That's the strongest one. By Cupid's strongest bow. And he pulls out his best arrow with a golden head. And I think it has a golden head, and it also has a little tag coming off of it. It says best. So that you know. By his best arrow with a golden head. And he is shooting at Venus's doves. They're at by the simplicity of Venus doves. It's just Venus doves. So that's the target that he's aiming for. It's like a wood cut out of Venus doves. And they are really, really crudely drawn. Like they're very simple. Like just a kind of like blob outline of a dove. And it's labeled Venus dove. And it's just very simple. By the simplicity of Venus doves. By that which knitteth souls and prospers loves. By that which knitteth souls and prospers loves. So he shoots Cupid's strongest bow, best arrow with a golden head, the simplicity of Venus doves. Maybe it's like a carnival sort of game, so the target can get hit and knocked down. And so that knocks down, and the prize that he gets is there are some old people in the back at the carnival game who are knitting the prizes. But because it's a, Cupid is one of the people competing, and it's Venus doves, these are godlike prizes. And so it is souls that they are knitting together, like weaving together souls into fabrics. And I'm picturing the souls from Disney's Hercules again. So they're kind of flowy and can be woven into each other. That which knitteth souls and prospers loves. And those are given to Cupid, and he prospers as a result. And he is love, obviously, right? So I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by the simplicity of Venus doves, by that which knitteth souls and prospers loves. And by that fire which burned the Carthage queen when the false Trojan under sail was seen. This is a Dido and Aeneas thing in the Aeneid. Aeneas shows up in Carthage and woos Dido, kind of, sort of, gets help to get off the island. I'm paraphrasing grossly. Long story short, like, yeah, we're going to be together forever. And then in the middle of the night, Aeneas dips out, and Dido wakes up and obviously sees that he has left and is seeing him leaving and kills herself, like falling on a sword into a funeral pyre. It's metal as hell. So she is swearing by the fire in the pyre that burned Dido as she watched Aeneas sail away from her. Yeah. By that which knit souls and prospers loves, and by that fire which burned the Carthage queen. I have this like image of an island in my head for some reason, like a particular island that is what I would always picture when I had learned that story in the first place. So I'm kind of going to work with that. Like there's something about the way she's sort of on this embankment or something it's like a grassy cliffside that goes down out onto the water, and there's some sort of paved area, and that's where the pyre is, so it's like overlooking this cliffside, and that's where you see the boats going out. So, by the fire which burned the Carthage queen, by that fire. So this is now Hermia pointing to a diagram of this thing, saying, by that fire, which burned the Carthage queen, when the false Trojan under sail was seen. When the false Trojan under sail was seen. I'm going to say... I'm going to picture the character of Troy from High School Musical. And he's hiding under the sail on the boat, hoping to not be seen by the Carthage queen. By that which knit the souls and prospers loves, and by that fire which burned the Carthage queen, when the false Troy and under sail was seen. So I'm going to imagine Troy, but he is like tinted red, as in false, when the false Trojan under sail was seen. So let's go back, the stuff that is new to me. I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by the simplicity of Venus' doves, by that which knitteth souls and prospers loves. And by? No, just, yeah, and by. Because it's sort of a bigger thing. And by that fire which burned the Carthage queen when the false Trojan under sail was seen. That's kind of an example of the meter, the iambic pentameter, actually making this a lot easier to memorize. Because I know it can't be when false Trojan under sail was seen. Because that wouldn't be right. I would be missing a beat, if that makes sense, like a syllable. So I know there has to be something there. The same way with and by that fire. I know it wasn't by that fire which burned the Carthage queen. That like feels wrong. So I'm aided somewhat by the meter itself. And by that fire which burned the Carthage queen when the false Trojan under sail was seen. Okay, and then this part I kind of know. By all the vows that ever men have broke, in number more than ever women spoke, in that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee. So she's saying, I'm swearing to you by all of the vows that men have ever broken in the past, which total to more vows than women have ever even made in total, in sum. So she's really making it clear to him that she expects him to follow through. And I think it's kind of funny. By all the vows that ever men have broke, in number more than ever women spoke. In that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee. Keep promised love, look, here comes Helena. Just a reminder that this is like permissible dialogue to write, at least for him. I just find that kind of funny. Like, oh shit, we need to introduce a character and make sure everyone knows her name. And then she comes in and they go, say her name again. So everyone does. That's all. So as a recap, a good persuasion, therefore hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. If thou love... No. Yes. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee. Okay. So let's come up with something for that. She respects me as her only son. So we've set these things up, and I'm going to picture each one of them as, like, blocks. Like big Legos or something. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and this is helping me alternate between something about her, something about a kid, something about her, something about a kid. A widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. And then we've built a structure. And he says, There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me then, steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood where I did meet thee once with Helen to do observance to a morn of May. I think I just know that, and I got in my own head. Let's go back. Good persuasion, therefore hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me then, steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, a league without the town, where I did meet thee once with Helena to do observance to a morn of May. No, I'm getting ahead of I was about to say to that same place thou hast appointed me. That's Hermia's line. I did meet thee once to do observance to a morn of May. It's just there will I stay for thee. Okay. So I'm going to picture Lysander just standing there. Maybe checking his watch. Something that looks like he's staying for her. And not moving. Maybe like trying to move, but not. Feet are still kind of rooted. Where I did meet thee once with Helena to do observance to a morn of May, there will I stay for thee. And she says, My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with a golden head, by the simplicity of Venus' doves, by that which knitteth souls and prospers loves, by that fire that which burned the Carthage queen. And if I need a witch burning, that kind of seems like a given. And by that fire which burned the Carthage queen, when the false Troyan, red Troy, when the false Troyan under sail was seen, by all the vows that ever men have broke, in number more than ever women spoke, to that same place thou hast appointed to me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee. Keep promise, love, look, here comes Helena. Whew. Okay. It took a second, but I think we're good. There was some good stuff in there. There were a bunch of little things in here that I didn't have precisely. Like, I thought I had known it, obviously, but I did not. Oh, it's starting to smell like bagels. I'm sorry, but it is. That's nice. Damn. And there's some good stuff in here that is also new to me. Like, I like this sequence. And I like making it linear, like a narrative. Keep promise, love, look, here comes Helena. So then we'll do some of this. And she gets, she's talking about how you can't say that I'm pretty. Again, that use of fair as pretty, which, as I mentioned before, is just blatant colorism. Call you me fair that fair can then say, Demetrius loves you. I clearly cannot be beautiful if Demetrius loves you instead of me. And that's all there. But I think it's time for another round of Battlegrounds. Bring me back. And press the button. I've played, what, as Sneed so far? I haven't had a chance to play as Diablo, and I haven't played as Chef Man, whose name I do not remember. Sneed seems to do pretty well. Diablo seems to do pretty well. I haven't seen Chef Man do that well, but it's possible that it's just tricky to time out when to use his hero power. And it's kind of expensive, right? Because you're putting in 3 minions and only getting the 1 out. So I guess if you got a lot of tokens, it might be good early. Hard to say. But I would like to get to play around as Diablo. That could be fun. No such luck. Why don't we do a Hook Tusk round? Yeah, let's do it. Biscotti has been demolished, by the way. In case you were keeping track. Diablo? No Diablo in this match. This might be the first time. Is that possible? Oh, neat. I kind of want. I'd prefer a token, right? Do I ever freeze for that? Do I ever hero power this? Why would you pick that hero power? I don't know what's correct here. I think I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna freeze. Because my hero power helps me to find more tier 1 stuff. So, hello. Welcome, Samantha. Hell yeah, Biscotti. You missed it. But I had an all chocolate Biscotti earlier. It's excellent. I try not to eat it into the mic because I don't want to subject anyone to that. But, interesting. Is it? I don't know if it is. I'm gonna buy this and roll. Okay. I guess there are a lot of those. I don't think I want any of those, though. I want to find tokens. Might have been a mistake. It was definitely a mistake. No, I did not get it at a cafe. I wish I knew of a cafe that had biscotti. I got it from my local grocery store. But yeah, chocolate biscuit, chocolate like drizzle on top, as well as along the bottom. There's got to be a term for that, but it's basically like they just set it in a very shallow dish of chocolate. Freaking excellent. God, get a better grocery store. I don't know. We just saw it on the end of my girlfriend and I saw it on the end of an aisle, and I think it was like buy one get one free, and so we bought one and got one free, and I've been eating a lot of them. Okay, let's do this. That's free money. I think I level. Or do I just stay one and keep getting ones? Because I haven't gotten to that yet. Yeah, let's roll. What I was going to say earlier is that I made a mistake, I think, picking Hook Tusk because I didn't look at which tribes were in. I should not have probably played Hook Tusks with no beasts or murlocs in the lobby, because that's dramatically limits the amount of tokens that I have to take advantage of with this hero power. So that was probably a mistake. I think I will level now. In other words, I wasted a gold by rolling and looking for stuff. But I got some intel, you know? That's worth something. Let's see, this should be all well and good. That was a guarantee, right? Yeah. I don't love leveling as Hook Tusk because I want to be finding 2s. That's good. Do I just level one more time? We've got Demons, Dragons, Elementals, Pirates, and Quillbore. What could I be finding on 4 if I waited and leveled? Several good things, right? Even Nest Matron would be good. Gold Grubber's like acceptable, I guess. Recycling Wraith, Dazzling Lightspawn are both good. As opposed to a 3. It just doesn't feel right to take a 3. Do I stall for a turn? Next turn it'll cost 5. I have 7. I could sell this. So I should do something else this turn. Okay. Let's give this a try. I feel okay waiting a second because this makes me pretty strong, and I definitely don't want to discover a 3. I'd much rather find a 4. Sweet. Throw a minion in the pot. When you've gathered 3, you discover from their minion types. So I'm assuming it is just a type per type that you throw in. Nice. Which is interesting. Yeah, that's so curious. Do you think it's one of each? Like if I throw in a mech, a beast, and a dragon, I would get an option of a mech, a beast, and a dragon? These are questions that could be answered if I just knew how the card works, but I don't, you see. Do I have to just buy this, right? So oh, I should have hero powered the Ichium before selling it, like every time. Unless no, I probably just take the Ring Matron. My other thought was I take the Argus, I use it, and then I hero power the Argus. Is that better than this? I don't think it is. I think I just take the Ring Matron. Do I? Yeah, I guess I just don't use the hero power. I definitely am not. I'll be honest. First time I've looked at the art for this thing, absolutely hilarious. I never interpreted it as someone walking the plank, but that's really funny to me. What is going on here? You leveled up to 4? I guess that's what's going on. Ouch. Alright. I don't know what's correct here. I think I'm just going to roll. Maybe I'll find an answer. This is probably questionable, but I'm doing it anyways. Would I rather? I'd probably rather play the Trickster. It's actually more stats than selling the Sunbake and Relaxing. Looks like I get to keep it. Do I ever eat it? Or would I rather have its death rattle? I think I'm going to eat it to cycle and get a little stronger this turn. And this lets me roll and find one other thing. Oh, dude, the whole house smells like bagels. So nice. So nice. I'm going to... I'm reasonably strong, so maybe I take this elemental for now, just for money, because I can sell it, hero power it, like triple the Wrathweaver or something, as opposed to Crackling Cyclone, because this doesn't have a whole lot of upside. Like, it doesn't go anywhere from here. I don't have any means of scaling it. I kind of need to pick a direction, though. Probably leveling next turn. It'd be nice to find, I guess, Nest Matron. I'm realizing I'm not really built for anything, but I've got stuff that obviously synergizes with Nest Matron or Impatient Doomsayer, even if I kind of stay demons. With no Murlocs in, I don't hate going demons. We'll see. Yeah, apparently I'm reasonably strong. I mean, he was in last, or second to last, but still. Okay. So... Ooh, my gosh, I want all of these things. Can you become another Elemental, please? You didn't, did you? You didn't. I want, like, all of those. It's probably... do I discover a 5? Or do I just take this now? Against this guy, maybe it would be better to get stronger. I don't think I want to play a minion down, though. Because this gets rid of 1 and adds 1. So it's a net 0. I still have 6 units, is what I'm getting at. Soul Juggler gets like 3 procs, 4 procs, 4 at most. I think I'm going to take the Greed. and just hope he doesn't snipe that first, essentially. 50% of the time I go first, then it's fine. 50% of the time he goes first, and a further 50% of that, it's still fine, right? Because it hits the acolyte. So 25% of the time I feel kind of sad here. Oh, what? No, I always go first. That's pretty good. Guess I'm like reasonably strong here. Do you hero power that twice? I didn't realize you could stack it. I guess that makes sense. Darn, that only gets one proc. Uh-oh. Oh, dang, dude. So that's why he was down so many minions. He had used this several times. 4 health is not a lot to pay for this. Okay. I want a 5, right? Especially if I'm going demons. Let's say yes. Notable lack of demon synergy in my Discover pool here. Sure. This is just kind of free. Do I take both of you? I mean, that's pretty good with the Doomsayer, but I don't think it's correct here. This can't be correct. Probably should have played the Imprisoner there instead of something. Not sure. Hit the 4-1 again. Thank you. So Baron essentially does nothing, but that's okay. Maybe it's a 5-star unit to bonk him with, which is kind of rude. It is not. It is not that. Still would have been rude. Okay. Okay. We get there. Is there something I would want to discover? Like eating the Baron, because it doesn't do a whole lot for me. Another Doomsayer or something. How many turns ago was that? 5. Okay. Do have 2 golden units. Let's do it. Shouldn't have done it. I mean, it's whatever, but okay. Next turn I might level. Hit the 4-1. Nice. Beautiful. That's a triple. Not intentionally. But it sure is. So do I discover a 5? What would I even look for on 6? I don't really want any of those, right? What do I eat? What do I eat? It's 6 gold. So I definitely level. What am I selling? Maybe the Soul Juggler. Or maybe it's time to transition out of the Doomsayer. Sure. Oh my. We're not going to talk about it. I'm a fool. I think I might still level. Damn, dude. That was really silly. I don't really want any of those. Do I cycle this just to get a buff out of that? Probably not. I'm going to actually hold these. Maybe that's foolish, but... Oh, I only wasted 3 gold, but it feels kind of bad. It feels kind of bad. It feels silly. Just don't hit the ring matron. I can't. I mean, I've dodged it like 3 combats in a row. I can't really complain. But whoa, that was a lot of damage. Oh, that feels. Come on. Okay. All this is doing is buffing my battle masters. It's all according to plan. I don't know what I don't know if I hero power anything here, or what I get rid of. Maybe I just triple and make room that way. Easy, right? Just triple it. Thinking about some way to get a bunch of demons played so that I can get to lower health, play the Battle Master. I think you kind of get the vibe. So, what do I sell? Gold River's gaining 6/6 each turn. Might be giving up on this Imprisoner trio. This is an extra demon proc. This is 2/2. This is technically more. That's fine. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. I would like Argus or something to start buffing the Battle Master so they can have some more attack and be more relevant. Nice. Yeah, 30 health just doesn't mean what it used to. In old patches, it was a lot stronger. Nest Matron definitely should have been in front of, not Nest Matron, Ring Matron, pardon. Definitely should have been in front of the Juggler there. Oh, we make it. we make it. Right back at you, buddy. Don't want any of those. Don't want hero power or anything? Something, probably. I think I cycle this so that I can get something out of this. It's just been sitting in my hand. I think I part with the Soul Juggler finally. It's 2-2. Okay, this is... I did ask for this. Maybe I take Void Lord over Ring Matron? Kind of need this if I'm gonna keep keep this up. I have not enough health to keep playing Wrathweaver. Yikes, those things have a lot of attack and health. Just the two of them, really, though. It's just that one salty looter. But I should be fine. Not if I do stuff like that. Rip Snarl being gone is really good. Nice. I'm fine with tying. What do I gobble up? Might be time to get rid of this Athletic Fin. Maybe... No, I didn't get rid of the Athletic. Wait to play that, I guess. What do I sell? I just want to triple this. Is it that hard? Interesting. Honestly, also may be interesting. It's probably too late to scale a champion, though. Yeah, it's gotta be, right? So maybe... in the absence of an obvious plan, I do something zany like this. What are you? Elementals. Big boy first. Let me just see what happens. Okay. Good breakpoints for me. Don't hit the... Yep. Nope, that... The one. Dang. I'm too curious. So, unlucky, but whatever. Dang. I bet if it didn't hit the Void Lord before, like, that might have made a difference. Hard to say. Look at that! I completed a quest. I'm so good at this game. Alright. I'm feeling... Let me see what the text looks like. Okay. I'm gonna just do a little bit of this. Like, I'll just do this Helena monologue, and then I'll go back in and do another round of Battlegrounds, because I'm feeling the Battlegrounds right now. I want to play some more Battlegrounds, but I also want to keep going on this, and I can't compromise on what I promised myself, which was that I would alternate rounds of Battlegrounds in memory. So, Godspeed, fair Helena, wither away. Call you me fair, that fair again unsay. Your eye, Demetrius loves your fair. Off to a great start. Call you me fair, that fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. Your eyes are lodestars, and your tongue's sweet air more tunable than lark to shepherd's ear. When wheat is green and when hawthorn buds appear. That's part of this phrase. Sickness is catching over favor, so yours would I catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. My ear should catch your voice, my eye your eye, my tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. Were the world mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest I'd give to you to be translated. Oh, teach me how you look and with what art. Okay, so I've got the bookends of it. It's just this little inner bit. Call you me fair, that fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. Your eyes are lodestars, and your tongue's sweet air more tunable than lark to shepherd's ear when wheat is green, when hawthorn buds appear. That all makes sense. Sickness is catching. Oh, were favor so. Yours would I catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. My ear would catch your voice, my eye, my tongue would catch your tongue's sweet melody. Totally, they're just close friends. There's nothing else going on here. Don't worry about it. They're just good gal pals. Call you me fair, that fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair, your eyes are lodestars, and your tongue's sweet air more tunable than lark to shepherd's ear when wheat is green, when hawthorn buds appear. Sickness is catching, oh, were favor so. Yours would I catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. My ear would catch your voice, mine eye, your eye. My eye, your eye, not mine. My eye, your eye. My tongue would catch your tongue's sweet melody. Oh, nope, were the world mine. So, all of those things together make up all of Hermia. Voice, eye, tongue's melody. And that's what prompts were the world mine. Like the world. The full composition of you. Were the world mine, Demetrius being baited. That one's really tenuous, I understand. That might not make any sense. But it makes sense in my head, so I'm going to run with it. Were the world mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest I'd give to you to be translated. Oh, teach me how you look and with what art, and by what art. No, it's with, and with what art. You sway the motion of Demetrius' heart. Alright. One last time, and then I think I've got this. Godspeed, fair Helena, wither away. Call you me fair, that fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. Your eyes are lodestars, and your tongue's sweet air more tunable than lark to shepherd's ear when wheat is green, when hawthorn buds appear. Sickness is catching, oh, were favor so. Yours would I catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. My ear would catch your voice, my eye, my tongue would catch your tongue's sweet melody. Were the world mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest I'd give to you to be translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art. You sway the motion of Demetrius' heart. Cool. And then there's this this is pretty funny back and forth. I frown, but he loves me. I wish your frowns could teach my smiles how to do that. I curse him, and he loves me. I wish my prayers could do that. I hate him, and he follows me. The more I love, the more he hateth me. There's a nice little tennis match there. But for now, the only tennis match is this round of Battlegrounds. It's not tennis. Oh well. I cannot express how lovely the smell of bagels wafting through the apartment is right now. Like, just smell that. My god, it is so good. Reform. I haven't played Reform in a while. I usually pick Cthulhu when it's offered because I think it's fun, but I think it's time for a Reform game. And we'll pop over here. Cool. Bob says I'm his favorite commander. You hear that? Alright, what are the odds? No. I'm wondering if I ever Hero Power turn 1. Buy the cat, sell it, Hero Power turn 1. I don't think that's correct. Next, I could freeze and Hero Power and play the Scavenging Hyena. That'd be pretty strong. What do you think? Is that stupid? I think it's stupid. I've only decided that because I couldn't convince myself that it was really smart fast enough, so it couldn't be that good. It's a good thing I didn't sell in hero power. But we knew that, didn't we? The battle is really raging out there. So I think we take the money. And we hero power. Do I want these? We have a beast. Oh. Show me an alley cat. And if it's first, then it has Divine Shield, Wind Fury. I should put this as a bumper. Because if he has more minions than me, he goes first, and it doesn't matter. And if he has fewer minions than me, I go first, and I want to hit that Divine Shield, not with my 2-1. But I mean, I still get it, but like, why would he just buy the Scavenging Hyena? Oh, interesting. Did not expect that. I mean, I guess I could have inferred because there was only one beast, but I assumed he might have sold the alley cat off. I guess he couldn't have while leveling. I might have just misread that. I think I can level roll once hero power. Let's do it. I probably freeze for that, right? There's some pirates. I don't have anything exciting to say, I'm sorry. Okay. Bro, scammed. Absolutely scammed. You can't tell, right? No, it could have told. I still got scammed, okay? Listen, that's still unfair. Do I still want this? Yeah. Right. I sell both of these. Buy the Scallywag. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Full board. Let's give that a whirl. Oh, interesting. I forgot that it would cause it to proc twice. Dang. Ooh, let's see. Is there anything on 3 I want? Not clear to me. Okay. Do I care? I don't think I do. Maybe that's silly. But no. I don't know what's correct here. I was thinking about leveling, but I really wanted to press the hero power. Dang. 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 Not great hits all around. But this is roughly to be expected. This isn't that good. Oh, it's actually pretty good with the scallywags. And potentially with the imprisoner. Okay. Whoa. 99% sure I clicked my hero power there, but that was spooky. Bird Buddy procs. Yeah. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4 times. If that ends up being the case, unlikely, but that would be 8, 8. This is slightly more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I think Bird Buddy's marginally better here. Yeah. And it's a 2/4 body in addition to the buffs. Let's see. Can I go first? Understandable. That's nice. Generous. Nice. Okay. Good by me. What's on 4? Who's on 4? We want 5 seems better. That's for sure. I don't think that matters. Let's do this. See what we can see. Anyone going pirates? You're going pirates. Can I go pirates? Interesting stuff. I don't know if this is going to work. But turn 7 Hogger's not bad. Question mark? It's never May 1st. It's never May 1st. Except when it is. But even then, it's not. Why didn't it get Divine Shield? I thought he had a Selfless die. I was not really paying attention, apparently. I was fairly certain that I should have given the Selfless Divine Shield. Oh, we can probably go... Oh, wait, I'm learning. How do we make this work? I'll hero power first. Now lets me sell something. Play the Hogger. Oh, thanks for the follow, Goofhead14. Welcome. We're going pirates, question mark? If you're new to the stream, I play games, casually, like Hearthstone, Slay the Spire, Nuclear Throne, things of that nature. But I also memorize things. Right now I'm memorizing in the entirety of A Midsummer Nights Dream by William Shakespeare. So if that sort of thing is interesting to you, and understandably, if it isn't at all, that's what you're in for. Let's see. Cool. I think I might part with the Bird Buddy. I don't want to give up on that Alley Cat triple, but I feel like I have to. Oh, lovely. Well, welcome for the Hearthstone, and you're more than welcome to stay for the chillness. I think I want to cycle this, and then freak out a little bit, and then just buy this. I didn't even play the Gold Grubber. That would have been useful with the Scavenging Hyena to get that in play, but oh well. Good. So do you play Battlegrounds yourself then? I'm wondering. I'm forced to ask. Okay. Went all right. That went all right. Oh, that went better than I thought. Yeah, get out of here. I'm confident in my warband. Go on. All right. Beasts. I gotta transition out of beast. Maybe the Gold Grubber's not super relevant because I'm not hanging on to that Scavenging Hyena. I have no beasts left. I definitely should have gotten rid of this and the Gold Grubber. Oh well. You live and learn. This might be a mistake, but I'm buying it anyways. Play Battlegrounds and Ranked. I feel you, because I'm terrible at Ranked, but I have some fun with it anyways. Battlegrounds is fun. I like it because it doesn't require a collection. It feels more... The rounds are a little snappier. The meta feels more accessible. I don't have to worry about learning new cards nearly as often. And I have more friends who play Battlegrounds, so I like playing with them. But let's see here. I think I want that. I honestly, when I play ranked, I just play classic mode. When they released that, it made me so happy because I remember playing Hearthstone like early. I guess it was beta, and how much fun I had playing. It's not the Scallywag. How much fun I had playing. So getting to go back and sort of play. Oh, I should have bought Peggy. I guess it's not too late, right? I'd sooner get rid of the Gold Grubber. I actually managed to triple the Yoho. Oh, that's funny. Oh, I'd love to do it. That'd be super fun. Yeah. Maybe you could teach me something about ranked, because I don't know. Do you play the standard sets, or do you prefer classic, like I was saying, or do you play wild, perhaps? Talk about like an unruly meta. I could never wrap my head around the wild meta. There is so much zany stuff going on in wild. Like some of the combos that people have, it's very impressive to me. I'm freaking dying here. Hit the cave hydra. Okay, I'm not dead yet. I'm not dead yet. Okay. No one's dead yet. Dang. Okay, someone's about to be dead. Do I think I want a 5, right? Another Cogger, even a Tony. So I just buy this now. How do I play it? Might be selling the scallywag. We'll see. Not awful. It's 2-2. Let's see. Okay, hello. We can make that happen, right? Show me what you got. Oh yeah, it's happening. Alright, if I don't die here... Oh, I forgot I get to discover something else. I don't want any of these. I guess I'll be the Spore. Okay, I got your tag. Play standard Quest Warlock. Yeah, it's good to know that Pirate and... is it like Hero Power Mage, or is that just in like Tavern Brawls and stuff? But yeah, Pirate decks dominating the meta doesn't shock me, I guess. In a way, it kind of warms my heart, because again, it's a callback to sort of older versions of Hearthstone, where like Pirate synergies, like Pirates just weren't very good, and so getting to play Pirate synergy decks was really fun. I'm gonna get demolished. This guy's got the comp, right? Unless my Yoho Ogre can snipe one of its pieces, like hit the Khadgar, that's not gonna happen, right? Yeah, I got your tag. I'll definitely add you afterwards, and we can try to find a time. That'd be great. I'm not dead yet? Question mark? I think I'm now dead. If I can kill the Eliza and the Baron, that's 5-8, whatever he's at. I'm alive. I'm not dead yet. I was certain someone was dying there. Just wasn't either of us. Quest Mage. Oh no, yeah, if you're playing Quest Warlock, yeah, it's those like quest paths, right? What are those called? Where you're sort of like progressing across multiple stages of quest lines, I think. That yeah, they're just pinging you constantly, and you're self-inflicting damage. That's hard. Scallywag's not bad. It's not great. Can I afford to take this all too? Do I even want to? I don't want any of those. Unless... Nope, I don't want any of those. I maybe want a Scallywag. I mostly want to triple this here Rip Snarl. That's free. I should really just be buying Pirates because they're free. I totally forgot I have 2 Hoggers. Nice. That feels pretty good. Oh, I did not allot the APM that I needed for this turn. Oh no! Oh no! I didn't give myself nearly enough time, and I think I just die here. Oh, I forgot that I'm playing Pirates with 2 Hoggers. I need to be giving myself way more time to take my turns. I think that's going to cost me the game. But I'm going to have so much money when I die for next round. Yeah. Yeah, that's brutal. End of the line. End of the line. Test eyes? Nice. It was pretty strong. I don't know what she did wrong with the organizing that comp. Because by all accounts, that should be like winning, right? With the Khadgar, Baron, Scallywag, Eliza, Biz, you had all the parts. Alright. Murloc Elementals. Yeah, no, the combos on those are strong. I think Elementals are probably what I feel the strongest with. It's what I feel like I know the most. Or like I have the most muscle memory with cycling, with recycling Wraith and stuff like that. I'm gonna pivot on over, and we're just gonna do this little repartee. So again, if you're new, the flow is I play a round of Battlegrounds, or 2 lives of Nuclear Throne, or a round of Slay the Spire, maybe a floor or something like that. And I switch over to the full text of A Midsummer Night's Dream. And I do my best to memorize it, and we sort of go back and forth. So why don't we do this back and forth between them, and maybe end at he hath turned a heaven unto a hell. So we just had, teach me how you look and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart. And Hermia says, I'm going to create like a chain sort of link like I've done before. So I need to connect Hermia's things, and then I need to connect Helena's things, because they're doing everything in pairs. Frown upon him, yet he loves me still. Will that your frowns would teach my smiles such skill. There's a huge asset that Shakespeare's given us by having these as rhyming couplets. Still, skill, love, move, slant rhyme. Me and me, not a rhyme, but you get my point. Mine, mine. So they line up really nicely, which helps with overall sort of word retention. But I frown upon him, yet he loves me still. Oh, that your frowns could teach my smiles such skill. I give him curses, yet he gives me love. Oh, that my prayers could such affection move. The more I hate, the more he follows me. The more I love, the more he hateth me. I think I just know these, so I don't have to worry too much about an image, but maybe just as a quick exercise, it would be good to come up with images for them. So, I frown upon him, yet he loves me still. So something that encapsulates both of those, and maybe it's like drama masks, right? Smiling, frowning. That would seem pretty obvious. So, I frown upon him, and then we turn it around, and yet he loves me still. But instead of a smile, it's going to be a heart, like heart eyes. And the reason I'm not having the mask show a smile is because the next line is, oh, that your frowns would teach my smiles such skill. And I don't want to mix those up. So, I frown upon him, yet he loves me still. So the frowny face turns over into a heart eyes. Yet he loves me still. And Helena shows her mask and says, oh, that your frowns would teach my smiles such skill. And hers is a smile. So those are the two. And Hermia throws the mask away and says, I give him curses, maybe throws it to the ground, yet he gives me love. So she throws it on the ground, and the heart eyes are looking up at her. Because those same heart eyes mask mean love. Yet he loves me still, yet he gives me love. On those two. I'm pointing at the screen, but I realize you can't see that. Yet he loves me still, yet he gives me love, right? Oh, that your frowns would teach my smiles such skill. I give him curses, yet he gives me love. Oh, that my prayers could such affection move. So maybe she holds the mask in between her hands like a prayer, in hopes of moving it around into affection, maybe in the shape of a heart, something like that. The more I hate, the more he follows me. So she kicks the mask away and starts walking away. And for some reason it's dusty in my mind. They're on like a dirt road. So she kicks it away in a cloud of dust and says, the more I hate, as she's walking, the mask follows her. The more he follows me. And Helena's mask has jumped out of her hands. She says, the more I love, the more he hateth me. And it's now a third side of it, right? There was a smile, a frown, and now it's, angry V eyebrows. The more I love, the more he hateth me. And Hermia is now going to point at Helena's mask and say, his folly, Helena, is no fault of mine. And Helena is going to point at Hermia's face and say, none but your beauty, would that fault were mine. So as a recap, teach me how you look and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart, she says. I frown upon him, yet he loves me still. And I'm pulling a window. You're just going to have to believe me. I'm putting a window over the text so that I can't see it. I frown upon him, yet he loves me still. Oh, that your frowns would teach my smiles such skill. I give him curses, yet he gives me love. Oh, that my prayers could such affection... Oh, that my prayers would such affection move? Is that right? I don't remember if it's a would there. Would teach my smiles such skill. Could such affection move. Would and could. There's a Shel Silverstein poem, I believe, that goes, all the would-ya, could-ya, should-yas laying in the sun, talking about things they would have, could have, should have done. And all the would-ya, could-ya, should-yas ran away and hid from one little did. Which I think's cute. So would and then could is the order, and I'm going to remember that by that Shel Silverstein poem. So let me move this back over. Start over. Sway the motion of Demetrius' heart. I frown upon him, yet he loves me still. Oh, that your frowns could teach my smile such skill. I give him curses, yet he gives me love. Oh, that my prayers could such affection move. The more I hate, the more he follows me. The more I love, the more he hateth me. His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine. None but your beauty, would that fault were mine. And then she goes on to say, this is exactly what our secret plan is and where we're going to meet. And there's no way that this could possibly backfire and spoil the plan that we've made. Right? So, that's progress. 2 reminds me of one fold. Yes, there are 2 more little monologues, and then Helena has a monologue. So maybe next time we'll do those 2 little ones, and then if I've got the cycles, I can do the Helena monologue. And that's the end of scene 1. So, we'll be clipping along. Thank you. Thank you, that's very kind. Oh, I haven't had a chance to play Cookie the Cook. I feel like I have to play Cookie the Cook. Yeah, I really want to play Master Win, but I think it's got to be Cookie the Cook. Never tried this before. I'm probably going to do poorly. I've never seen anyone do well with this guy, but I don't pretend to be any different than them. I probably won't either. This is a fast top 7. We got a Diablo. Yeah, so Goofhead, something that memory and memory techniques are something that have been very interesting to me in the last several years now. Throw a minion into your pot. I'm assuming it goes away when you do that. So I'm going to wait to do that until I have... Okay, so it's targeting. Good. Good to know. And you get a minion of their type. Of their types. It's weird. The reborn circle is bigger than the thing. Do I freeze for these guys? No? Question mark? Wow, I, again, probably picked... I'm going to do it. Yeah, no, it's fun to play the new ones. That's kind of why I like playing Master Win, though, because it's like you're playing a new hero every turn. It's not like that. It is that. You're playing a new hero every turn, which I think is really fun. So if it weren't literally a brand new hero, I would probably be playing Master Win of that selection. But yeah, so I like to memorize things. And one of the first sort of projects that I did earlier this calendar year, I guess, at least projects that I streamed, I should say, was memorizing the presidents and using a sort of memory palace technique, which I'm sure you've heard of, to place an image that represents each of the presidents at different stops along the way through my college dorm room, the dorm I lived in freshman year of college. I think I just buy this, or I guess I always lose to Alakir here, so I don't. I think I buy it. I don't know how to make this good. I'm gonna be frank with you. Oh well. Yeah, so that's a thing that is sort of a project that was satisfying to me to practice and be able to complete and master. So if you want to give me a number between 1 and 46, I can tell you which president was and who came on either side of them. A cool sort of artifact of memorizing in that way. I made sure to place... This is nice. This doesn't give me a gold, right? It throws it in the pot. What if I just play this in level instead of cycling? 14. Franklin Pierce. Double check me on that. Pretty sure it's Franklin Pierce. Tavern up? Question mark? And then this is probably not smart, but I'm going to do this just to see what happens. Yep, it just gets sucked up into the pot. Okay, glad to know how that works. So the way that I sort of organized it, oh, it's a good number. So you'll love this story. I also perform magic, and I was doing a magic show for a kid's birthday party. It was a friend of mine's kid. And when you're prepping a show for a soon-to-be 5-year-old, you have to keep in mind like what they know, what they'll understand. Nice. I think... Oh, it's Diablo. I think I'm gonna not buy that yet, but I'm gonna do whatever I can to get as strong as possible this turn. There we go. So what, I've got a pirate in there. Is it a minion of any tier, or is it limited by the tier I'm at? Hard to say. But I'm gonna leave that for now. And so I texted him to say, how's your son's counting? Because there are some tricks that involve counting, and I want to be sure that he would be able to follow along. And his reply was that his counting is excellent, but he always misses 14. And that was just like the best possible reply. I never could have imagined such a just wonderfully wholesome 4 years old going on 5 years old reply. So you may love 14, but my friend's son struggles with 14, or at least he did circa February, March. He's probably much better at it now. But yeah, so the way that it's all sort of filed away in my head is that every multiple of 5, so every president that ends in a 5 or a 0, is placed at either a window or a doorway. So I know that James Buchanan is being fired out of the window in the lounge, for example. And so that is associated with 15, and I know that it's a 5. So when you say 14, I just jump to the nearest one, which is James Buchanan 15, and I step it back once, and I know that it's Franklin Pierce, which is someone sitting on the couch, stabbing a Franklin brand basketball with a knife. I lost. So, all that to say, my friend's son struggles with the number 14, and Franklin Pierce is the 14th president. Was the 14th president. Do I want a 3 or a 4? Do I care at this stage? Tricky. What are you playing? Maybe I toss the Quillbore in the pot? That could be kind of fun. Do I even want to discover a Quillbore? What else am I doing with this money? Maybe leveling and buying this just makes me so weak. This is questionable, but I'm doing it anyways. And then I'm going to Hero Power just because next turn I'll get to proc it for free. If that makes sense. Like, it'll be 1 left and I'll get to discover. But if I don't use it now, I'll be 1 off. Feel a little bad about floating the gold, but that's okay. I have to ask if there's a reason that 14... I'm assuming here that it's your favorite number. You say you love it, and it's part of the username. But I'm curious. Is there a reason that it's your favorite number? Ouch. Let's discover a 4. Tank is pretty darn good here. Yeah. And let's see what we discover. I'll take a Deflecto. It's the day of your existence. It's a good reason. That's a good reason. I don't think I want any of those. Alright. Let's see how this goes. If I can take next turn quickly, I'm going to run to the bathroom because I'm trying to hydrate like an absolute banshee. And there are consequences. Let's see what happens. Darn. Admittedly not looking great. That feels good. Yep, saw that coming a mile away. Yep. Okay. That's good. We're not dead. Okay. Maybe the Imprisoner with the Mechano tank? Gem Splitter is kind of interesting, but I don't think it's good enough. Maybe the Scallywag, actually. We lean heavily into this mechano tank. I'm gonna freeze for that. I will be right back. Simply impeccable timing, clearly, as a result of my coming back right at the start of combat. Or as evidenced by, I should say. I just realized I haven't had game sound on. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully you haven't missed it too much. This is looking pretty good. Oh yeah. Well, that's just lovely. Going very well. We take those.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
I froze for this, I think. Did I freeze? Yeah, I froze for this. Whoa. That is the second time that I've grabbed a thing I did not mean to grab. No, yeah, you're good. I think I go back and forth on whether or not I would like to hear game sound. I think I'm going to throw you in the pot. I don't know if that's good, but I'm doing it. And I have 2 minion types, but I don't think that justifies this. You're pretty nice. Alright. The Leaper's not bad. Let's see. Next turn it'll cost 5 to level, leaving me with 5. I'm 2 minions away from discovering something out of the pot. Do I want that Leaper? It's not bad, actually. And I might level anyways. So, like, level roll. I don't care as much about seeing a shop, because my intent is to look for more 4s, like another mechano tank. That could work. Let's see. Is it gonna be like a 10-10? I don't remember how this... Or no, I'm... Okay, it's the Diablo round, and I happen to be the one facing Diablo. That's what's going on. There are so many, like, conditionals on what your Diablo fight looks like. Hang in there, mechano tank. Hang in there. Loot's good. Reborn for next combat. That's cool. We get there. Lovely. Lovely. Does it know how to handle the... I don't think it was factoring in the 10-10 there. Well played, sir.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
So maybe I munch. Is that foolish? I'm gonna do it. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it's what I'm doing. And if I level, I can't find something and buy it. Does that make me change my mind about leveling? It does. One more roll. Not inspiring, frankly. Would I rather roll twice? Yeah. Those are decent. Alright, applying the same rationale as before. Also, I think I'm going to use Reborn on this guy. What are you? I think I'm going to do this. My rationale is freezing, knowing that I'll probably, for real this time, probably level. And then I'll roll and be looking for 4s. And so it's a little less important to me to see a refresh of the shop, I think. Nice. Bumper did what it was supposed to do. Didn't die though, which is a bit of a bummer. That breakpoint's tough. Ouch. Oh, that's really nice the way that lined up. 6 damage on that guy. Oh, beautiful. That Reborn got a good amount of value. And we just make it out alive. I don't know if you're watching now, if you were here earlier, but my apartment smells like bagels because I was baking bagels earlier in the stream, and I'm so excited to be having those for breakfasts to come. I'm gonna level and then hero power because I think that's how that works, but I could be wrong. One, 2, 3, 4. Either 8 attack. Yeah, 6 extra attack has to be better than 2 health, right? Maybe not always, but it sure seems like it would be in this case. I don't want to end on... I guess the Selfless is alright. I think I just give you more attack. Maybe it's the green thumb. There's so many things that die.
Can't stop a good weed.
Let's try that. It's kind of wacky. Could be good.
You're doing great out there.
Understandable. This is to be assumed. Oh, that's good. I think I get there, depending on how these go. That's getting there in my book. Lovely. We live to fight another day. Greasebot is interesting, question mark? It's not that good though, right? Does it work with no typed minions? Like, would it let me discover a no type minion? Or neutral minion, I guess is the term. I'm gonna say no. I've decided.
It's not the strongest, but it'll fight hard.
I mean, this is really good, but...
Defensive systems online.
That's absolutely what I was looking for. Hello, friend. Oh, I made a mistake. I should have cycled the Sunbake and Relaxer. I'm a rookie. I'm a novice. I got too excited by the prospect of a second Mechano tank. Replicating Menace is appealing. That's even more appealing.
Welcome to the Rust Bolt Resistance.
Alrighty. There we go. Or there it goes. It's going.
You're doing great out there.
It doesn't actually seem... no, never mind. That is going to cause problems. It's a bad target for me. Ouch. Kind of cool how the green thumb interaction worked there, where it buffed the Deflecto. It's maybe possible. No, it's definitely not. But I can try to minimize damage here. Not great. Not great. That's okay. This hero power just seems so greedy.
The battle is really raging out
I want to discover a 5, right? Valiant effort indeed. 50% of the time, that went better than it did. I don't really have... I mean, I guess it's still Kangors. I don't really have mechs that I super care about reviving. Is that true? Color me interested. This is a spicy turn.
Welcome to the Rust Bolt Resistance.
My goodness gracious. I'm literally just gonna do that. Is that incredibly greedy? Maybe.
Hand.
Well, I don't know what's correct here. We're gonna find out in a minute.
Don't
That
tell
was
me
a turn.
for you.
Okay, so this is a hero power Diablo fight. There's gotta be better terminology for this. Nice. Nice. Ouch. Oh, that's bad for me. I'll take the loot. Same amount of damage, but I get this freaking ability. That's pretty cool.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
So if I eat one more mech, I get a choice of 3 mechs. It's pretty cool. Maybe, what happens if I eat the green thumb? Because I don't think I hang on to this much longer. What am I argusing? Maybe I argus the Deflecto and the Mummy? Is that silly?
Go ahead and hire one of these.
Hard to
recruits.
say. I don't think I take a second one right now. I want to find like an annoying module or something.
Need a drink.
I guess this would have been objectively better, huh?
My shield for Argus.
Oh, it has to have a minion type. Oh no. This might be the end because I misinterpreted how that thing worked. That makes, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. But I'm so dead here. On the bright side, it probably wouldn't have mattered if I had done that correctly. Do the right thing. No. Dang. There might have even been a world where that worked out. Alright. Well, I mean, suspicion's kind of confirmed that Chef Man is not that good. I don't claim to be the best at piloting this particular chef, a la Remy the Rat, but nonetheless. Dang. I told you it would be a top 7. And indeed it was. 3-star chef. Brutal. Alright. 7th place, I think, warrants another round of Battlegrounds before I switch over to memorizing some more. So I'm going to. I can't help it. I do have Discord, yeah. Why don't you shoot me a message on Twitch, and I can get, we can exchange Discords there. That might be the easiest way to do it. And let me saying it out loud. Also, don't mind me just pouring water down my front. Like a child. Oh, let's pretend that didn't happen. Perfect. No proof. I think I'll play Sneed. I've played Sneed once before now, but I would still like to give it another whirl. Again, it's new. It's new and fresh. Why am I going to pick Sindragosa when I can pick Sneed? It just seems like a given. And I guess there was no reason to think otherwise, but it's good to know that I could hero power the same thing over and over again. That's pretty cool. Show me a token.
Hey, my favorite commander is back. Ready to get started?
These are not tokens. What is the best for me right now? Right.
Hit me with your anger.
Cool. The next turn, hopefully I find a demon, and I can buy it in hero power, maybe? That'd be kind of cool. And if I don't, do I just level? Okay, it depends. If there's something I want to buy, I think I'd buy it my hero power. Oh, lucky.
I've got some fresh recruits.
Does that count as a demon in my book? I think it does.
It's not the strongest, but it'll fight hard.
It's just so strong in the beginning. Like it's kind of crazy. Yeah, so in the early versions of Battlegrounds, it was Mal'Ganis. It was like a 5-star, I think. And they changed it to Cathrinatir, depending, which is a 3-star unit now that makes your hero immune. So it's much easier to scale demons, arguably. And they've added some new demon mechanics. This is like 2 patches ago now, but the effects like this. Consume a minion in the tavern, which is kind of neat. That literally you eat a minion that's in the tavern and gain its stats. It's pretty sweet. Kind of tricky sometimes to play around. If there are multiple things in the shop you
Your
want.
minions really pulled their weight.
Maybe I don't get to hero power this turn? Or buying this, playing it, selling it, leveling up and hero powering versus It does virtually nothing. So I may as well just do that if that's what I want to do. Honestly, I think I'm gonna freeze for the Icky Imp because I could use some demons.
I think you can win this thing.
Yeah, the simulator is not going to be of much use. Wow, that just didn't go well. Because it does not know how to handle the Sneed hero power. So we are flying blind.
Rough battle. Pick yourself back up and turn it around.
Do I, like, cycle this? Versus what, rolling twice? I think I'd rather do that. This is questionable. I'm not necessarily advising for this. Do I stack it? No. Yeah, no. I'll put it on the Icky Imp. So I'll probably hang on to that for at least a little bit. Alrighty. I need suggestions as well. What are some other casual sort of games that can be played in sort of chunks or chunks of time? Like one queue of Battlegrounds. Or one floor of Slay the Spire. Something like that. Because I want to be able to intercut gameplay with memory work. But I want games that people actually want to watch. But that sort of lend themselves to that. Like, I don't think Skyrim would work very well for that, right? Yeah, Binding of Isaac. I think roguelikes in general are probably a safe bet. I'd have to get better at Binding of Isaac. I played the original game a lot, and I played a little bit of Rebirth. Not nearly as much. Can we... Oh, we can. Beautiful. We survived. Binding of Isaac's a good suggestion. Yeah, I also do Nuclear Throne. It's another roguelike. Kind of. Twin stick shooter. Bullet hell. That type of thing. I think I'm gonna do this. And pop off more next turn. Wind Fury for the next combat. Yeah. Oh, you 100% the Platinum God, right? The original ones? And the remake. Wow. That's a lot of gameplay, dude. That's a lot of content. That's really impressive. Until the recent DLC came out. Yeah, there was a new DLC like very recently, right? I have not been following that very closely, admittedly. But yeah, because I know there was... I just remember when like Rebirth as a remake was such a big was such news that I'm totally behind on like this year's DLC. The fact that there is any, it's kind of crazy. Repentance, yeah. Because there was Rebirth and then Afterbirth and then Afterbirth Plus, and I think there was another one, and now Repentance. It's wild. I mean, good for Edmund. I'm happy for them. Oh, I got ripped off. I got too much value. I can't fit it on my board. Let's use up that secret. A lot of good it's going to do you. Get wrecked. Alright. I'm feeling pretty decent here. Definitely would like to level up.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
Oh, hello. We like you. I think I saved this. I don't think I have a good target for it right now, and so I won't. It's that simple. Maybe silly, but the fact that it spawns a bunch of stuff, I want it to do that and get out of the way of all the stuff that comes out of the Icky Imp. I think. Because if the Icky Imp gets killed, you know, I'm missing. That's marginal, though, right? Yeah, I still want it there. What did Repentance add? I mean, like I said, I just totally lost track. There was so much content. I, like, barely dipped my toe into Greed mode, which I know is like a whole, basically separate game. Like, you could put plenty of hours into that because you just had to grind. Really something.
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you.
Bob's rooting for me. Ain't that nice? Interesting soul juggler from my opponent. Wow, I was so far ahead. Like, I had so many more minions that could fill the board after that, even if he cleared what was there.
Work out there. Keep up the pressure.
How strong do we think Tess is? Like, can I level again? Probably not. Let's not. I'll level next turn. I can just get... There's so much potential to get strong this turn. I don't want any of these.
Another satisfied.
Maybe I just slap it on the highest star unit again? Jeez, added an additional 1,000 achievements? Bosses, floors, items, end paths. I read that as empaths at first. End paths. Characters. Wow, that just sounds like a separate game. Like, they just released another game. That's incredible. I mean, yeah, that team has produced some damn good game content. I remember playing the original Binding of Isaac and just being blown away at how much stuff there was, and then getting the Wrath of the Lamb DLC, being blown away at how much new stuff there was. That's incredible. They yeah, deserves all of the fan love.
I think you can win this thing.
It's awesome. Let's see how this goes. Survey says Tess was not that strong. I was worried about it. I'm still glad I didn't level. I think I got quite a bit stronger that turn by not leveling. Well, almost would have been more damage. Not almost. It would have been more damage if they killed the Cathrenatier there.
Nice work out there.
I don't want any of
Keep up
these.
the pressure.
It's Diablo round. I think I'm gonna level. Not inspiring, admittedly. If I sell, I can buy something in its place and hero power. Honestly, I think it's worth it to move the gold to next turn
The odds are in my favor.
and load up this Cathrenatier. I may as well, because I'll get a treasure back, and I don't much care for Wind Fury. Should I put it, like, first, then? No, I think this is still fine, order-wise. Well, that's awesome to hear about the latest Binding of Isaac DLC. I don't know that I'm going to procure it and then subsequently play it. I feel like there's so much to dig into there that just playing it casually on stream would do it a disservice, and I would probably hamper my enjoyment and subsequently your own. But it might be interesting to look into just for myself to play, or maybe play some of the challenges or something. Could be fun.
Let's see if you can stay on top.
I wish more DLC was like that, right? Like, just absolutely chock full of content. I say that like DLC isn't necessarily. I don't think I've had too many bad experiences with DLC personally, but uh-oh. Didn't expect that. I got full value out of the Icky Imp though, so that could have been worse. Oh yeah. Loot denied. Is that 2 attack? Yeah. Dang, dude. We're pretty strong. Bless you. That's fair. Yeah, it is kind of fun to watch someone who's new to it. I think it could also be really infuriating, though. Maybe I'm not a generous viewer, but if I like watching Battlegrounds and seeing someone stop to like read what the card says, I always have this like, no, yes, you want to buy that one, like that's a good idea, do it. And they roll past something they want, and it just it gets me. I think I want this big Fernal, and I think I'm at level. That's stupid. He's got demons. I got demons. We've all got demons. Let's do it. Let's be crazy. Should go reasonably well. We'll see what he's got. Yeah, well in that case I might play some Binding of Isaac. I think I only have Rebirth as far as the remake is concerned. I don't think I have any of the DLC for it. So that could actually be kind of fun, just to play sort of the stock version of the remake. Maybe start a fresh save file, play a few rounds. I remember there being such tumult surrounding some of the graphics that we got for what the remake was going to look like. And I was in the camp that like was uncertain at first. I was so familiar with the way that Binding of Isaac, the original version, looked, that I didn't love the pixel art looking remake, but it has since grown on me. I think it looks really good. He's pretty big. Can't deny that. Yeah, dang. Oh, thank goodness. Killing that nosy looter was really important there. I went from taking 12 damage or 11 damage down to only taking 6. Praise be. I'll take you. And it may be time to part with this impulsive trickster. Let's pick it up. Why not? Don't want any of those. I could cycle another one of those.
Another satisfied customer.
This feels pretty good.
Another satisfied customer.
And then spread the love a little bit on this hero power. Or do I want a second 4-star? I probably want a second 4-star unit off the big Fernal. That's pretty good. Too much value. Too much value. Don't question me. You're playing dragons. Okay. Quillbore. Demons. Something. Interesting. I'm wondering if, like, pivoting towards... I think it has to be, actually. No. This, hear me out. I think poison Murlocs with this hero power, just like always, wins. If you can actually pull it off, right? Getting a bunch of poison Murlocs that trade 1 for 1, and then also spawn more stuff when they die, means you'll always have more stuff on the board than them. That seems pretty good. Uh-oh. Can we snipe something? Can I go first? Nope. No, I cannot go first. Game has spoken. This isn't looking great. Dang, dude. It's brutal. Okay. 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 I mean, I don't die. But that wasn't great. It wasn't great. This regular fight.
Pick
Okay.
yourself back up and turn it around.
Hear me out. I think this could work. Quillborn. Okay. Do I grab the brand for the Primal Fin and just fill my board with Murlocs? Wait a sec. This might be crazy enough to work.
That's quite the army you're building.
Get rid of 1, 2. I need to get rid of a third thing. This is dodgy. I'm not gonna lie to you. Maybe I get rid of this, even though it is a taunt. That just like guarantees that this gets sniped though, right? I still think I did it. Gotta get this order correct. Seer's probably pretty good. Another Sephin sounds pretty good. Okay. If I don't die here, this transition could be pretty good.
Can win this thing.
I thought about getting a ghoul, but I didn't. Do the right thing and don't hit the Sephin. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful spawn. Oh, yeah. Admittedly, still not looking great, but... I mean, I'm not dead. I think this was a transition turn. And we're gonna see what happens on the not transition turn. The next turn.
Any defeat that doesn't destroy you makes you stronger.
Think I sell the Wrath Weavers? Question mark? I just fought you. I want a ghoul. I do this, I just
Like where you're going with
can't
this.
play demons. Remember that. I can't play demons.
My
And I can't, but I shouldn't play demons. I do think I'd grab a ghoul. Grab a
It's good
ghoul.
to get some minions in
Sorry.
play.
It was funny to me.
Don't tell the others.
Probably hero powering one of those would have been good if I could have squeezed it in. Wow, that's really poor lineup to set my guys to exactly that amount of health. Oh no. Hit the scallywag? Never hits the scallywag. This is end of the line. Yeah, I threw it away. Very questionable decision to try to pivot to Murlocs there. I'll be real. But I hoped. I hoped against hope. I just sold off so much value in the form of units that I had hero powered multiple times. What a sad game to lose on. And I do think I'm going to memorize the next little bit of Midsummer and probably call it there. Let's pull it up. Yeah. So let's do these two, which I'm reasonably confident with or comfortable with. And then I'm going to review what I've done so far today, and I'll probably call it there. Yeah, that sounds good. All right. None but your beauty would that fault were mine. Take comfort, he no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself shall fly this place. Will fly this place. Lysander and myself. I'm going to picture Hermia and Helena, or Hermia and Lysander and William Shakespeare. That will be the will, not shall. Will. Lysander and myself will fly this place. Before the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens as a paradise to me. Oh, then what graces in my love do dwell, that he hath turned a heaven unto a hell. It's funny. And Lysander goes, well, I guess we've spilled the beans, so, Helen, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in her watery glass, a time when lovers' flight does still conceal. No, there's one more. There's a couplet there talking about Phoebe. All right. Tomorrow night when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in the watery glass, decking with liquid pearls the bladed grass, which is just a really long way of saying tomorrow night, you know, when the dew is forming on the grass. A time that lovers' flights doth still conceal, through Athens' gate have we devised to steal. Gates. Athens' gates. Helen, to your minds we will unfold tomorrow night when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in the watery glass, decking with liquid pearls the bladed grass. Yep. A time that lovers' flights doth still conceal, through Athens' gates have we devised to steal. Lots of plurals there. Lovers' flights. Athens' gates. Those are mirrored nicely there. Right. Lovers' flights. Athens' gates. That's nice. Steal, conceal. That's nice. Devised and doth. All of those. And then Hermia says, and in the wood where often you and I upon faint primrose breads were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet, and hence from Athens turn away our eyes to seek new friends in stranger companies. Yep. Farewell, sweet playfellow, pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. And then she turns to Lysander and says, keep promise, love? No, keep word, Lysander. We must starve our sight from lovers' food till morrow deep midnight. Okay. And good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander. We must starve our sight from lovers' food till morrow deep midnight. So let's come up with something for keep word, Lysander. Maybe she writes him a note in this image. And she just writes the word, word, on a piece of paper. Tears it in half. She gets the RD, he gets the WO. Keep word, Lysander. We must starve our sight from lovers' food till morrow deep midnight. And he says, I will, my Hermia. Helen, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dote on you. It's nice of you. Easy for you to say. Which is kind of what she says here. How happy some or other some can be. Like, must be nice. Or, you're happier than I am, more or less. Helen, to our minds we will unfold tomorrow night when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in the watery glass, decking with liquid pearls the bladed grass. A time that lovers' flights doth still conceal, through Athens' gates have we devised to steal. And she says, and in the wood where often you and I, upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet. Counsel sweet. Bosoms of their counsel, singular sweet. There my Lysander and myself shall meet, and hence from Athens. Thence? Yeah. And then from there, and thence from Athens, as opposed to from hence, like from here. because she's talking about a different place, if that makes sense. And thence, like from over there, and thence from Athens, turn away our eyes to seek new friends in stranger companies. Keep word, Lysander. We must starve our sight from lovers' food tomorrow deep midnight. But that comes after. Ah, my mistake. Stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow, pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee that Demetrius. So we need to put that in. And thence from Athens turn away our eyes and seek new friends in stranger companies. And then she has to finish up with Helena. Farewell, sweet playfellow, pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. And then she turns. Keep word, Lysander. We must starve our sight from lovers' food tomorrow deep midnight. I will, my Hermia. Helena, adieu. I will, my Hermia, Helena, adieu. So maybe those go together. From lovers' food tomorrow deep midnight. I will, my Hermia. Helena, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dote on you. Alright. Once more, into the breach. We started... Oh man. Gosh, why did I do so much today? We started with a good persuasion. So, as due to love is thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, poor fancy's followers. And this is the final recap. A good persuasion, therefore hear me, Hermit. You have to just trust me. I'm looking into the microphone and I'm not, or the camera, jeez. I'm looking into the camera and I'm not looking at the screen. A good persuasion. Oh, pardon me. A good persuasion, therefore hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, my gentle Hermia? Their gentle Hermia, no my. Their gentle Hermia. This was the building. You'll have to go back and watch that if you don't know what I'm talking about. It only will make sense to me in a very small way, but... Therefore hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, fair Hermia, gentle Hermia, gentle Hermia. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, then, steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood where I did, a league without the town, where I did meet thee once with Helena to do observance to a morn of May. There I will stay for thee. That was the one about him standing there, trying to move, and his feet are stuck. If thou lovest me, then steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, league without the town, where I did meet thee once with Helena to do observance to a morn of May. There will I stay for thee. It feels like it is cut short, right? There will I stay for thee. But I think it's there will I stay for thee, my good Lysander. Right? Like, I think those could be enjammed. My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by the simplicity of Venus' doves, by that which knitteth souls and prospers loves, by that fire which burned the Carthage queen, while the false Troyan under sail was seen, it has to rhyme, while the false Troyan under sail was seen queen, by all the vows that ever men have broke, in number more than ever woman spoke, in that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee. Keep promise, love, look, here comes Helena. Godspeed, fair Helena, whither away? Call you me fair, that fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair, oh, happy fair. Your eyes are lodestars, and your tongue's sweet air more tunable than lark to shepherd's ear when wheat is green, when hawthorn buds appear. Sickness is catching, oh, were favor so, your... Oh, gosh. Your something would I catch. Just yours, that's why. Yours would I catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. My ear should catch your voice. My ear should catch your voice, my eye your eye. My tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. Were the world mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest I'd give to you to be translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart. I frown upon him, yet he loves me still. Oh, that your frowns could teach my smiles such skill. I give him curses, yet he gives me love. Oh, that my prayers could such affection move. The more I hate, the more he follows me. The more I love, the more he hateth me. His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine, none but your beauty, would that fault were mine. Take comfort, he no more shall see my face, Lysander and myself shall fly this place. Will fly this place. They're going with Will Shakespeare. Take comfort, love. Take comfort, he no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place. And in the wood, where often you and I upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet. Nope, I completely jumped ahead. That's what I get. I fell into like a rut there. The more shall see my face will fly this place. Before the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens as a paradise to me. Oh, then what graces in my love do dwell, that he hath turned a heaven unto a hell. Helen, to you are mines, and there's a nice little bit of hell. Helen. Let me go back. None but your beauty would that falter mine. Take comfort, he no more shall see my face. My Lysander and myself will fly this place. Before the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens as a paradise to me. Oh, then what graces in my love do dwell, that he hath turned a heaven unto a hell. Helen, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in the watery glass, decking with liquid pearls the bladed grass, a time when lovers' flights doth still conceal, through Athens' gates have we devised to steal. And in the wood, where often you and I, she goes on, upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet. And thence from Athens turn away our eyes, to seek new friends in stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow, pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Lysander, keep word, Lysander, we must starve our sight from lovers' food till morrow deep midnight. Yep. And then Lysander says, I will, my Hermia, Helena, adieu, as you on him, Demetrius, dote on you. Calling it there. That's good. And then tomorrow we can say this Helena monologue. And then we're done with scene 1. Easy peasy. We've only got this much to go. That's all I got left. You know, if I can just knock the rest of that out, I should be good. Oh, thank you. I will happily receive all of the roses. That's very generous. I don't know what I'll do with all of these roses. I was always really bad about getting flowers after performing in plays. It always made me feel weird, because I knew that I didn't really, especially when I was like a teenager. Like when I was a young teenager, I think. I didn't have I put flowers anywhere. I didn't have a vase that I liked necessarily. And so it felt like I didn't know what to do with them. And I would obviously like give them to my mom and she would put them in the house type of thing, which was nice. But I always felt weird about receiving any sort of praise or commendation after a show. I always like tried to turn it around on the people who were saying good job and just saying like thank you for coming, or like it wouldn't have worked if there weren't an audience, so thanks for being here. Always tried to like shirk that, but thank you. I'm working on that. So I'm gonna call it there. Let's press a button. Thanks for tuning in. It was lovely to get to meet some new people. I hope to see you again. I'll be sending you a message. Maybe we can hop online, play some Hearthstone sometime. Have a lovely rest of your night. I'm going to go and look at the bagels that came out of the oven earlier and make some dinner. And I hope that you do something similar. So have a lovely rest of your night. It was lovely meeting you. Have a good night, and I will see you around. Bye-bye.